What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish. Here is the upcoming week, 11/25/2024 in the stock market. So we always start with a quote. This is First Team Investing. This is our Stocks and Coffee. I'm on the road this week, so I can't show the screen, but this is our Stocks and Coffee. Don't judge the day by what you reap, but judge the day by the seeds that you sow. So this is very big. We always start with the quote, and this is our quote for today. And it's basically saying, listen, don't always be looking for the result. Like always looking for the result, okay? Because the result, sometimes it takes time. It takes time. You got to plant the seeds today. Plant the seed, and eventually your apple tree will grow, and you'll have many fruits to pick from, okay? This is First Team Investing. We are the best team in the world, the best trading Discord in the world. We have a great group of people. Thanksgiving is upcoming this week. Markets are closed on Thanksgiving Thursday, 11/28/2024. And I'm very thankful for my team, very thankful to be here, to be able to trade, to have this knowledge, okay, and to share it with you guys. So we also take a look at the plays that we had in the Discord this week. So we had SOXL calls that we played off of NVIDIA earnings, and those went up pretty crazy. We had Unity calls that went up pretty crazy. LMND calls, LMND, keep that on watch. We also had SPY calls, SPY puts, IWM, etc. So we have a ton of great play calls every single week. We've been killing it. All right. And then in terms of earnings, we talk about earnings that passed this past week. The two main earnings that kind of everybody was kind of looking at, the first one was Snow. So Snow absolutely destroyed earnings. Their EPS up 30%. And then the stock absolutely ripped. And all you see on Wall Street Bets is people posting like, oh, I got calls. And everyone's betting on earnings right now, which is pretty funny. It's kind of like gambling, but it's cool to see like the big gains, right? So Snow absolutely beat earnings, good forward guidance. And then we had NVIDIA. NVIDIA actually, in a lot of their categories, beat 50 to 100% year over year. And they had a good beat, good forward guidance. But guess what? Their stock absolutely tanked after hours. Not absolutely, but like it dropped about $3 or $4 after hours, 3 or 4 points. And what's going on is right now in this day and age, everyone's expecting NVIDIA to create a UFO or take us to Mars, something really crazy, in order for the stock to really drive itself upward again in the upward trajectory. But keep NVIDIA on watch. NVIDIA above 150, above that 150 level, can absolutely fly to 157. And after 157, our next target is 171. Okay, 171. So that was earnings for this past week. In terms of economics for this past week, economic events. So we had initial jobless claims, and they came in month over month, came in lower than expected, which is good. In terms of initial jobless claims. Okay, the Fed is absolutely watching this measurement like a hawk. Okay, watching it like a hawk. Now, what's going on in the markets? So we talk about news and current events. So what's going on in the markets? So this upcoming week, like I said, November 28th, 2024, Thursday is Thanksgiving. Be thankful, be with your family. The markets are closed. That money can wait. Okay, that money can wait. All right. So markets are closed. The bond markets are closing early on Friday at 2 p.m. Okay. What else? LMND. We talked about LMND quite a bit. LMND has a high short interest. A lot of people are trying to short LMND, and right now it's in a short squeeze. Just in about 2 weeks, it's up over like 100%. It was trading at like $23. Currently trading around that trading around that $50 level. So currently trading around that $50 level, pretty insane. It's Rapewski mode right now. Unity is another stock that we're kind of looking at right now. It's trading above the 200 moving average on the daily time frame now. Yo, that light is hitting. My bad. Anyways, trading above that 200 moving average right now. Looks like we're getting a 920 crossover on the daily time frame. Good rip to the upside. Nice momentum on the volume R side. So looking to get swing calls potentially on Unity. Okay. Ticker symbol U. All right. Ticker symbol U. So that's happening. What else is happening? SMCI. So SMCI absolutely ripped this week, like over 60%, I believe. So SMCI filed some documents to prevent themselves from being delisted from the NASDAQ. So they filed some documents with the NASDAQ with actions that they're going to be taking. And this was pretty bullish. And I believe that they hired a new auditor. Okay, this is huge. This is huge for SMCI. And if everything comes together, SMCI can easily be back to $50 to $60, even $70 per share. Currently trading around that $29, $30 range. Okay, and keep in mind it had a 10-to-1 split. So that is SMCI there in a nutshell. MSTR. So, what happened with MSTR this week? Citron actually put out a short or revealed their short position in MSTR. So MSTR is a play on Bitcoin. MSTR is a company that has the largest holding in Bitcoin. Okay, so they're directly a direct investment in Bitcoin. So a lot of people are playing call options on MSTR right now and making a freaking killing because it's moving. It's moving. Those options are expensive, but they're moving. But Citron revealed their short position, and in that same day, I'm pretty sure on Thursday, they made billions. I'm pretty sure 11/21/2024. I'm pretty sure they made billions after revealing that short position. A lot of people got scared, sold off MSTR. MSTR fell over $100 on the day. So 100 points in one day is crazy, absolutely crazy. Okay, but back on Friday, it was right back up to about 440, 450. Okay, so it went up to 550, dropped all the way down to 380, and then on Friday back to about 450. So MSTR is still one to watch. Still has a ton of upside as Bitcoin is reaching all-time highs. Speaking of Bitcoin hit all-time highs this week at $99,860. Okay, Bitcoin hit all-time highs. So look for Bitcoin above 100. It's going to hit 103,000 first. Going to consolidate, create a flag, and then absolutely rip. So keep that in mind. Keep that on watch. Other plays that you can be looking at for Bitcoin if you trade options. So MSTR, Coin, IBIT, so IBIT, BitX, BITX. Yeah, I think BITX is the best one, et cetera, et cetera. So the BITX options I'm actually looking at right now. If we break that $100,000 mark, those BitX options have been going crazy, and I kind of wish I got them. A couple weeks ago, we were looking at them, and they were $33 per share, and then like the options were pretty cheap, like 10 cents, and then now BitX is upwards of $50 a share, and like those 10-cent options are up to, or $10 options are up to like $1,000 or $3,000 per contract. So I'm like, dang, dude, like it was like a 50,000% gain. So gotta take advantage of those plays when they happen. And when you're trading options, if you think something might happen, go ahead and put some money in. Just don't like load the boat if you're uncertain. But go ahead and put a small amount in, because options are about leverage. So that small amount can turn into a big amount really quickly. 1,000% on $10, you're up to $1,000. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Or sorry, you're up to $100. But like 10,000% on $10, you're up to $1,000. So like you don't need a lot of money in when you're trading options. Options are leverage. Okay, so that is that. The S&P 500. What's going on with the Mag 7? The Mag 7 is kind of trading sideways. Microsoft kind of up and down. Nvidia up and down. Tesla's ripping, coming back down, ripping back to the upside. Keep Tesla on watch, because Tesla does have a lot of upside. Still super hyped up right now. But a lot of the Mag 7's kind of trading sideways, and a lot of them are showing some bearish divergence. But we don't know yet. We need a good signal for a move to the downside. It looks like we're just kind of getting pullbacks, and then healthy pullbacks before we rip back up to all-time highs. Keep in mind that bull markets typically last 5 years, and we're only about 2 years into this bull run currently. So we have about 3 more years of a bull market. Every time the stock market pulls back like 1%, people panic for no reason. I'm like, yo, chill out. We need this pullback. Okay, we need this pullback. Let's buy the dip. Let's let it rip. Okay. So yeah, there's that. But the S&P 500 is currently up over 25% this year. Over 25%. That return is insane because it's typically an average return of 11% every year. So 25% is ridiculous. And it's looking like we're going to hit all-time highs again, hit that $600 level this week potentially, and continue. Okay, once we break 600, we're ripping. And then looking forward into economic events this upcoming week. So on Wednesday we have initial jobless claims, and we have core PCE. On Tuesday we actually have FOMC minutes from last month. We have the FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. They're going to release those meeting minutes 2 p.m. So those are the two major events for economic events for this week. Stock market close on Thursday, and then on Friday there are no economic events or economic data that will be shared. Earnings this week. So we have Best Buy. We have the big two are going to be Dell and CrowdStrike. But we do have Best Buy as well as Macy's. But Dell and CrowdStrike really this week is like pretty much the end of earnings season. But pay attention to CrowdStrike and Dell. Those two stocks are absolutely ripping back to their highs or previous highs, their previous swing highs. So keep a lookout for that. Do we continue or do we sell off from this point? Kind of looks like we may continue. A lot of these stocks that are ripping, big money is kind of flowing into these beaten down stocks, kind of like CrowdStrike was beaten down, Dell was beaten down, and now they're absolutely freaking ripping. Okay, so it kind of looks like the money's being taken out of the Mag 7 and being transported into these other stocks. Okay, so keep a lookout for Dell and CrowdStrike. Stocks that I'm going to be watching this week: Dell, CrowdStrike, Unity, LMND, Nvidia, IWM, and Spizzy Spy. So looking out for those stocks. Also going to be watching BitX. I want to see how Bitcoin does here at this $99,000 level. Do we break 100K? If we do, BitX options are going to go absolutely freaking ridiculous. Those options are super cheap. There's really good volume. So I've been watching that, and I want to kind of make a move there. But anyways, that pretty much concludes it for this week in our Stocks and Coffee session. Sorry that I couldn't share the screen, but been on the road, been on the move. Hopefully you enjoyed this video regardless. A lot of good stuff upcoming in the markets. Remember, November, December, January, February, Santa Claus rally. It's usually a very bullish time right now. Okay, so calls, pullbacks, get calls. Okay, get calls. It's your boy, Mr. Fit to Flourish, First Team Investing, and I'm out.